Hey folks, Ray from DCRaymaker.com. Today we've got Polar's newest watch, the Polar M200. Now this is a GPS watch aimed at the budget market, but what's different about it compared to a lot of other GPS watches aimed at the budget market is it has an optical heart rate sensor behind it there. So it's got smartphone notifications, optical heart rate sensor, even basic training, kind of like for interval training and stuff like that you can do through this, the training plans. So just to give you a bit of a walk through the menu system, it won't take long because it's pretty simple. This is the main screen here, and you've got two buttons. You got this button on this side, and you got a button here on this side. And you're going to iterate through these by basically doing quick taps and long taps to change any of your options. So I'm just going to press this once here. I get training, and you'll see as I go around this little dial, this is my activity sets. So I have 151% of my activity today because the run I did this morning. I hit it again, I've got my history, and keep going through. My heart rate allows me to see my instantaneous heart rate with the optical heart rate sensor. Now this does not do 24/7 heart rate. None of the Polar devices do 24/7 heart rate. This is just simply for checking your heart rate at any one point in time, as well as of course for sport activities where you're recording it as part of an activity. So I hit that again, I get to settings, and one more time I get back into the main menu there itself. So in this case what I'm going to do is go ahead and just simply go to training. So I'm going to hold the long hold on the right hand side now. And that gets me to what is my first scheduled run for the day. So in this case I have a training plan set up, so I did it just for a simple 10K training plan, listed out into December sometime, and this will automatically put workouts on the watch for me. So in this case I can choose that easy jog workout that it wants me to do, or I can go ahead and choose a different sport. So you see as I iterate through this, there's many different sports. There's core, mobility, two different mobility, dynamic and static, treadmill running, road cycling, mountain biking, walking. Some of these have GPS enabled, some of them do not, like strength training. You do not see the GPS icon. You see the heart rate icon blinking there, whereas I'm sure if we get here to, let's see, one more, swimming, pool swimming, those do not, by the way, track swim distance. They're just for heart rate. Skating, outdoor, and there now we got some GPS ones. That's indoor. So road running, you see the GPS signal down there blinking, which means it's going ahead and try to find GPS signal. If I put my finger on the back, you can see that green optical heart rate sensor light up. So I'm going to go ahead and hold over that. So it'll go ahead and find my heart rate. It just takes a second here. Now you see a slight change there. Now it's asking me to adjust the wristband because it's not finding heart rate, which is reasonable given I'm just using my finger. But there we go, 98 beats per minute. Now you see a slight difference with the heart rate sensor on this unit compared to some of the other units there. It looks like kind of Polar has been iterating through different options to try to find something that works best. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just press this button one more time, long hold, to start my run. And I got recording started. Now it's going to go ahead and show me my distance there. I can go iterate through the next screen. This is my timer, and if I hold a long hold again, it'll give me a lap. So I got some basic manual laps options there, and give me a second, it'll show me my basically pace and distance for that particular lap. And again, I can go one more time and get back to the screen. There's not a lot of screens here. You cannot customize any of the screens. They are what they are. So it's kind of a very basic setup. If I go back here, I got the recording paused. So it gives me an option to stop or continue. I'm going to go ahead and hold it down to simply stop this workout, and it's done. I will not bother to save this, but I'll go ahead and show you my other one from this morning. So back to the main menu here, training, activity. If I hold this down, I will see steps, by the way. So I reached my today's goal already, and if I go there, I see my steps at 8,321 steps for the day. Again, iterating through kind of this circular screen for the main home screen there. I've got my history. I'm going to hold down the right hand button again. You can see road running. I hold it down again to open that up. Duration, heart rate average, heart rate max, distance, and so on. And pace, heart rate max or pace max, calories, and duration back to the beginning. So again, just the basic top level stats that folks want to look at. Nothing super fancy here, but it does sync to your phone after the fact. So you can take out your smartphone with Polar Flow on both Android and iOS. It syncs to that device, and it goes ahead and it shows you all those stats on Polar Flow, as well as any of the sites that it syncs to from there. So that's just a quick look at the Polar M200. Again, it was just announced this morning. Cost $149 and 149 euros, which sounds a little bit expensive for a basic GPS watch, but then you got to remember it does include optical heart rate, and it does include the ability to do kind of structural workouts, which no other watches on the market at that price point do. So I actually think it's kind of priced fairly fair, if you will. And it also does smartphone notifications. You haven't seen any of those pop up yet on this screen. They do come through time to time. They are not pretty, I'm not going to lie. The way it shows, it's just too small screen for notifications here. The gist of it is that you can see who texted you, and you might get a couple words out of it, but it's not really ideal from that. But again, for $149 to have smartphone notifications, GPS, and an optical heart rate sensor, that's a pretty solid deal. So with that, thanks for watching. Go ahead and whack that like button as well as the subscribe button for all the latest sports technology news and goodness. Have a good one.